One man owns 38 private jets. Another just burned through 2 million liters of diesel fuel on his super yacht in 9 months. A third travels over 150,000 miles annually on his private aircraft, equivalent to circling the Earth 6 times. This is how the ultra-wealthy really move around the world. And what you're about to discover will completely change how you think about luxury travel. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel and hit that notification bell. You won't want to miss what's coming next. When you have billions at your disposal, commercial airlines become utterly irrelevant. The world's wealthiest individuals have transformed transportation into an art form of power, privacy, and unimaginable luxury. We're talking about floating palaces that eclipse sunset views, flying mansions with gold-plated bathrooms, and transportation budgets that exceed the GDP of small countries. The king of jets. Let's start with the most mind-blowing revelation. King Maha Vajiralongkorn of Thailand, the world's richest monarch with a fortune of $43 billion, maintains a fleet of 38 private jets. This isn't just wealth. This is transportation on a scale that defies comprehension. His collection includes everything from small regional aircraft to massive commercial-sized planes, each customized for different purposes and destinations. Jeff Bezos's floating empire. But private jets are just the beginning of this incredible story. The real showstoppers cruise the world's oceans as floating cities of unimaginable luxury. Jeff Bezos owns Koru, the world's largest sailing yacht, stretching 417 feet and costing $500 million. This isn't just a boat. It's a maritime masterpiece, with 3 towering masts standing 230 feet tall, the same height as the Great Pyramid of Giza. The yacht is so massive that it literally blocked sunset views for beachgoers in Mallorca, casting shadows over entire coastlines. Karu features luxuries that most 5-star hotels can't match. Multiple swimming pools, a helicopter landing pad, an art gallery curated by Bezos himself, and a master suite with a panoramic glass dome for sleeping under the stars. The yacht is accompanied by Aviona, a 250-foot support vessel worth $75 million that carries helicopters, submarines, luxury cars, and an arsenal of water toys. The scale of Bezos's maritime operations is staggering. Annual operating costs reach $25 million, while the yacht burns through hundreds of thousands of gallons of fuel on extended voyages. Karu has been spotted at the world's most exclusive destinations, Saint-Tropez, Capri, Portofino, and the Balearic Islands, where billionaires gather like modern-day royalty. Zuckerberg's fuel-burning palace. Mark Zuckerberg recently joined this ultra-exclusive yacht club with Launchpad, a 387-foot super yacht costing $300 million. In just 9 months, this floating palace has consumed over 2 million liters of diesel fuel and released 5,300 tons of CO2 into the atmosphere. When cruising, Launchpad burns 1,165 gallons of fuel every hour, releasing emissions equivalent to 630 family cars operating simultaneously. Launchpad features 4 massive MTU engines, generating a combined 23,400 horsepower, 2 helipads that can convert into swimming pools or dance floors, an underwater viewing room, multiple cinemas, piano lounges, wellness centers with spas and snow rooms, and accommodation for 26 guests serviced by 42 crew members. The yacht is so advanced it includes its own submarine for underwater exploration. The yacht that got away, but perhaps the most intriguing yacht story involves Bill Gates and a vessel that got away. In 2014, Gates chartered the 439-foot super yacht Serene for $5 million per week. So impressed was he with its luxury that he began considering purchasing it. The yacht featured 7 sprawling decks, 2 helipads, an onboard submarine, seawater pools, wellness centers with hammams and snow rooms, and accommodation for 24 guests attended by over 50 crew members. However, when Saudi Crown Prince Mohammed bin Salman spotted Serene during a vacation in the south of France, he immediately decided he had to have it. Without negotiations or lengthy discussions, MBS sent an aide who wired $550 million and instructed the owner to pack up immediately. Gates lost the yacht he wanted to a prince who moved faster and paid more. Private jet obsession. While yachts provide the ultimate floating luxury, private jets offer billionaires something equally valuable: the power to be anywhere in the world within hours. Elon Musk operates one of the most intense travel schedules among global billionaires. In 2022, his private jets flew 171 times, while in 2023, that number skyrocketed to 441 flights, totaling over 1,171 hours in the air. His Gulfstream G650ER has logged over 100,000 miles annually, shuttling between Tesla facilities in California and Texas, SpaceX operations in Florida, and business meetings worldwide. Musk's travel patterns reveal the demanding reality of running multiple companies simultaneously. Some flights last just 13 minutes, like a trip from SpaceX headquarters in Hawthorne to LAX airport, followed by an international journey to France. His jets have been tracked flying from Austin to Sacramento for a 24-minute meeting before immediately returning to Texas. the technology mogul recently upgraded to a Gulfstream G700 costing $75 million, the largest jet in Gulfstream's fleet at 109 feet long with a 103-foot wingspan. The aircraft features 5 different cabins, seats 19 passengers, and releases plasma-ionized air to ensure every square inch is bacteria-free. Bill Gates's flight addiction. Bill Gates's represents perhaps the most extreme example of private jet usage among billionaires. In 2022, he reportedly took 392 flights on private aircraft, more than one per day on average. His fleet includes 2 Gulfstream G650ERs worth $70 million each, 2 Bombardier Challenger 350s valued at $27 million, a Cessna seaplane, and 2 helicopters. Gates's jets feature handcrafted leather seats that convert to beds, 4 distinct areas for work and relaxation, over 500 Gulfstream G650s in service globally, and the capability to sleep up to 10 people. His primary G650ER has set over 125 world speed records and can fly non-stop between intercontinental destinations like Sydney to Los Angeles or New York to Tokyo. The irony is striking. Gates, a prominent climate activist, admits to having one of the highest greenhouse gas footprints on the planet, with his personal flying alone being gigantic. Yet he defends this by investing billions in carbon capture technology and purchasing sustainable aviation fuel to offset his massive emissions. Flying palaces of royalty. The ultra-wealthy have transformed private aviation into a $34.1 billion market expected to reach $39.9 billion by 2025. There are now over 15,000 private jets in the United States alone, up from just 3,000 at the start of the millennium. Prince Al-Walid bin Talal owns the world's most expensive private jet, a modified Airbus A380 worth $500 million. This flying palace features gold-plated interiors befitting royalty, with every surface dripping in luxury. The prince also owns a $220 million Boeing 747-400, designed to seat over 400 commercial passengers, but reconfigured with a dining table for 14 people and a throne in the center of the plane. The Sultan of Brunei's largest jet showcases gold walls and sinks made from Lalique crystal, befitting one of the world's richest monarchs. He reportedly gave his daughter her own Airbus 340 for her birthday, treating commercial-sized aircraft like most people treat luxury cars. Russian billionaire Alisher Usmanov managed to get his opulent Airbus A340-300 to the Maldives before Western sanctions could seize it. The aircraft features luxurious appointments throughout, though his 512-foot mega-yacht Dilbar wasn't as fortunate and was seized in Hamburg. Surprising ground transportation. Some billionaires take a surprisingly practical approach to ground transportation despite their aerial extravagance. Mark Zuckerberg, worth $225 billion, frequently drives a Honda Fit starting at $17,185, or a 2006 Acura TSX worth $30,000. This demonstrates how the ultra-wealthy often compartmentalize their luxury, splurging on items that provide unique value while remaining practical in other areas. Bill Gates maintains a similar philosophy with his Porsche collection, considering supercars his other rare indulgence alongside private jets. He bought his first Porsche 911 Turbo in 1979 and purchased a rare 959 in 1987, now worth up to $2 million. The privacy game. The logistics of billionaire travel extend far beyond the vehicles themselves. Wealthy individuals employ entire teams to coordinate movements, from flight crews and yacht captains to security personnel and advance teams. Many jets are registered through complex ownership structures using LLCs and trust companies to maintain privacy and optimize tax efficiency. The environmental impact of this luxury transportation is staggering. Private jets account for 10% of U.S. transportation emissions, while a single super yacht can burn fuel equivalent to hundreds of cars operating simultaneously. Yet for billionaires, the convenience and privacy justify these costs. The tracking of billionaire movements has become a phenomenon in itself. College student Jack Sweeney gained fame by tracking Elon Musk's private jet movements through publicly available flight data. Despite Musk offering him $5,000 to stop and eventually banning his Twitter account, similar tracking efforts continue across multiple platforms. This cat-and-mouse game reveals how much billionaires value privacy in their movements. Many register their aircraft through the FAA's Limited Aircraft Data Displayed program, using concealed identity codes to mask their travels. However, determined trackers often find ways around these privacy measures. The future of travel. Looking ahead, the future of billionaire transportation promises even more extraordinary innovations. SpaceX is developing Starship technology that could enable point-to-point rocket travel, potentially allowing hypersonic transportation between cities. Imagine traveling from New York to Shanghai in under an hour aboard a rocket ship. Sustainable technologies are also emerging. Bill Gates has commissioned the world's first hydrogen-powered superyacht named Breakthrough, demonstrating how environmental consciousness is slowly entering luxury transportation. Some private jet manufacturers are developing aircraft that use sustainable aviation fuel, though adoption remains limited. The integration of multiple transportation modes is becoming increasingly sophisticated. Many billionaires now coordinate between helicopters, jets, and yachts seamlessly, using helicopters to shuttle between jets and yachts, or employing support vessels that can accommodate aircraft. Conclusion. Ultimately, how the world's wealthiest travel reveals far more than mere luxury preferences. It demonstrates the global scale of modern business operations, the premium placed on time efficiency, and the lengths to which extreme wealth can reshape basic human activities like transportation. When Jeff Bezos sails Kourou into a Mediterranean harbor, when Elon Musk's jet touches down at 3 different airports in a single day, or when Bill Gates helicopters from his floating heliport to his private jet, they're not just traveling, they're operating in a realm where geography becomes almost irrelevant and the entire planet serves as their personal transportation network. The next time you're waiting in an airport security line or stuck in traffic, remember that somewhere above the clouds or across the ocean, the world's wealthiest individuals are redefining what it means to move through the world. One private jet flight and super yacht voyage at a time. In their universe, distance is just a number, and luxury transportation isn't just about getting from point A to point B. It's about wielding the ultimate power to be anywhere, anytime, in unprecedented comfort and style.